experienced landscape designers will convey their design ideas to prospective clients by using extensive text, and most designers would use mText because that gives you multiple lines of text rather than single line text. gCADPlus can work with both, but notice here that if I selected, that block of text is simply mText, but there's also an arrowhead and label going to the area where, in this case, a bird bath, a custom bird bath is going to be placed. Notice that it's in a style called standard, so it's a leader. And if I zoom in here, you can see and if I click on the leader, the designer here has just used an asterisk, and you can use other single characters in there to just dress up the design a little. But can you see that both those entities are separate? They're not linked to one another. I'd like to swing to a different drawing now, and if we have a look at this one, can you see here, here's one of these blocks of text, but it's all tagged to the leader itself. So if I was going to put another one of these in, notice we've got a red blob at the end, and the text is red. And notice also, if we come over to the properties box, that the leader is in a style called standard. I would suggest that it would be better to create your own dimension style with a name and apply it. But I digress. Maybe we will actually, let's demonstrate and put one of these in. I've copied a piece of text from that earlier design. So we just use a leader and indicate an arrowhead position, come over here, and then we can paste some text that came from the other drawing. And notice that because I pasted that text, it's come across in a slightly awkward way. We can just edit it by doing that, just putting I won't spend any time on this, but once we've done a little bit of editing there, now the text, the block of text, is easily moved, and we can have justification settings. So we can set it at left justify. So that's come in the standard dimension style in this drawing, and my suggestion is that you might want to change that and save it. Let's go to dimensions styles, and there are a number of different ones here, but can you see I'm getting a preview of it there? Here's the standard one. If we go to geometry and have a look at arrowheads in the leader, and you see you have a vast range of different arrowheads that you can use. So you might want a little box. So we're just altering the standard dimension style now, and they all change from that fill circle to a box. So ring the changes in the dimension style to get a style that you're comfortable with, and then I would suggest that you go back to dimension styles and list. So here's our standard one. So we would make a new one, and we'll call it designer for the want of a better term. Add designer there, and if we now change this label here to away from a style called standard to a style 1 designer, and you see our text is very small, so we need to do some more adjustments we need to tweak that style, but at least we'll be tweaking it and controlling things. So if we go to text, we might want to put the text type at 100 units. Text style we might want to change to one of the gCADPlus architectural type lettering styles. Here we need to go back in there again to the dimension style. You can see there's some fiddling to do. So if we go back to dimension styles, we've created this new one called designer, and we're going to make it current. And OK that. So now let's eliminate this one. We're going to say there's going to be a bird bath placed on some sort of plinth here. And so our current dimension style is set at designer, the name of your particular landscape consultancy perhaps. We pick, well, the other thing I have done is go back to make sure that the current text style is set as arc style, which is the one used by that designer that we just looked at earlier. So the current text style and the dimension style is now set. We'll see how we go with the leader, indicate the plinth, move away to that area there, paste into there. Now it comes in as one blob of text and can be easily manipulated. That setting up your own dimension style with the colors and leader indicators, and being able to move and manipulate notes, extensive notes in your landscape designs, is a real step forward, and I'd encourage you to develop your own.